Leza live on the radio, on the news, 103.5 FM, KYCA. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Boy, that last hour was great with Charlie Arnold telling us about his struggles with the food allergies. I didn't know that this has just been a recent thing that he's been dealing with. So interesting to hear his struggles and how he's dealing with it. I mean, daily.
Yeah, it's been
God
about the
bless
last
him.
year.
Just the last year. It's been really bad,
Yeah.
huh? God bless him. Well, I sure enjoy listening to Charlie on the radio, and I'm happy to be here with you on the radio this hour. How are you, Matt Hinshaw?
You know, one of these days we got to get him on our show and just have him talk for a
Yes.
full hour. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah, that would be fun. Yeah.
When he feels
be
up
good.
to it.
When he feels up to it. Yeah,
that's
that
the
would
challenge.
be fun. Yep,
Yeah.
absolutely. You doing good?
Yeah, if I was any better, it'd be illegal.
Oh, good Lord.
I'm just going to keep it going.
And how's Drew this morning?
I'm doing wonderful.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
That is great news. And why not? It's a Tuesday, right?
It's Taco Tuesday now.
It's Taco Tuesday. You guys have big plans to
Yeah,
have some tacos?
We moved from Wednesday because of some changes, so now the neighborhood's getting back to doing Tuesdays now.
Oh, good.
So yeah, I think it's Casa Sanchez
yes.
tonight.
Yeah, we went there on Sunday for late lunch.
Yeah, they
Very
do
nice.
a great job with their taquitos. Best
Yes.
taquitos in town.
Oh, really?
If you haven't had their taquitos,
I have not.
They make them themselves. They're not the pre-made or any of that.
Is
They do
that
a great
right?
job.
What kind of meat do you have in them? What kind of filling?
I do both. I do the chicken and the beef. You know, you get three. You can tell them 2 of 1,
Yeah.
2 to 1, whatever one you like.
Okay.
But yeah, they do a good job.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, that's good to know. I've never had the taquito. He says taquito, but I say taquito. What do you say?
Taquito.
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 Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I do
I
get
Americanized it.
I do get the quesadilla
Yeah.
there.
Or tamal.
I've had the veggie, and I also this past weekend I had the fajita, the chicken fajita quesadilla is how I like to call it.
Isn't it fajita?
The vagina quesadilla.
The fajita quesadilla?
Yeah,
A
right.
tamal.
Right. What are you saying?
Tamal.
Tamale for tamale?
Yeah, for tamale. Tamal. A taco.
Oh, no. See, I am New Mexican, so I know how to pronounce most of those food items correctly.
Chimichanga?
Yeah.
Jiminy Jenga.
I don't care how you pronounce it. I go for the food.
Exactly. Well, Casa Sanchez is a good choice. Scott and his dad always have a standing date night on Taco Tuesday, and they go to Taco Don's usually.
We as you know, we rotate.
Yeah, you rotate.
Yeah, we go all over.
Yep. Where's your favorite go-to for tacos?
My question is when's Drew going so our listeners can join him in his party?
His party at Taco Don's? Well, they're going.
No,
5
Casa
o'clock.
Sanchez.
5
5
o'clock.
o'clock.
5
Oh,
o'clock.
there we
Casa
go. It's out.
Sanchez.
It's out.
Yep.
Go hang out with Drew. Meet
Yeah.
the celebrity.
Right?
Oh yeah,
Um,
there you go.
I really like I like lots of different Mexican food
Yeah.
around the
Taco
area.
Bell. Lots of Taco Bells.
I'm a huge fan of the Taco Bells.
Yeah. What about
I
the
mean,
Del Taco? They have a nice
I-
fish taco at Del Taco.
I like the Del Tacos. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
good. It's good. But of course I'm spacing on the name.
Oh.
But the street tacos on Iron
Spicy
Springs.
Streets?
Spicy Streets.
Spicy Streets.
Yeah,
They do a
they
good
have
job.
a pretty
Yep.
good taco there.
Yeah,
And they do an okay Taco Tuesday special.
Okay, fantastic. Well, big disappointment last night. I think that we were tricked. Did you tune in to The Bachelorette last night at 7? Yeah.
Unfortunately
No,
not.
well, that's a good thing because I tuned in at 7, and then I realized that the Democratic National
DMC,
Convention was on, and my schedule, whatever, said 8 o'clock, Bachelorette. So I, go do some stuff, come back at 8 o'clock. I think they tricked me into watching that convention last night because I sat there waiting, and 8 o'clock. I mean, they hadn't had Jill Biden on yet, hadn't had their daughter on yet. Joe hadn't spoken yet either, and so I had to sit there and watch, waiting for the Bachelorette. And I'm like, they're tricking me. ABC just tricked me into watching this. And
It
I
was
spent
tough.
an hour. I spent an hour watching it, and then I was like, I'm done. I'm out. Yeah. I don't care. Julie's like, no, going to bed. So she just texted me. She's not able to call in either because she's in an appointment. But she said that Jeremy went home. They had the hometown dates last night, And Jeremy went home, and I said, "Who's Jeremy?"
And that's like the best one is when they go to the hometowns.
I know.
And they put it on this week of all weeks.
I know. So I don't even know if it aired or if half of it aired or if the whole thing aired in its entirety. I don't know. And but we can all stream it if we're desperate to see the hometowns.
Yeah, what's it on Hulu?
ABC.com or Hulu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So no Julie this morning, no Bachelorette recrap. But I do have some daily designations and some stories for you guys. It's National Radio Day.
Yay!
Yay! The annual coast-to-coast celebration of the medium I love so much. You guys love it as well?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. Good answer, Matt.
Of course.
The first vocal radio broadcast was transmitted on Christmas Eve, 1906, by a Canadian physicist from his station at Brant Rock, Massachusetts. The signal was heard as far away as Norfolk, Virginia, and proved radio could be more than just Morse code. ... dash, 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 ... Right?
Oh, I thought you were going to tell the whole story in Morse code.
Today is also the anniversary of the first telegram sent around the world. On this day in 1911, it wasn't particularly creative, though. It simply said, "This message sent around the world."
Oh, that's boring.
There you go.
Not even like, what
Well,
up,
it was
bro?
the first one.
File that away, though, for trivia. What year?
Good point. 1911.
Right, very good. What was the message?
Something
the
about
world.
This message sent around the world. File that away, because that'll win you some money someday. We're playing trivia.
At the Raven.
At the Raven. Exactly. It's World Mosquito Day. Why in the world do we celebrate the annoying little bug we want to squish?
we like pain.
Well, they say it commemorates the 1897 discovery that female mosquitoes transmit malaria among humans. Still seems like a weird thing to celebrate, but I guess
Yeah.
once you know, you can't not know, right?
True.
One of those things. It's National Bacon Lovers Day. That's one you guys can get behind.
Yeah, that's a real good day.
National Bacon Lovers Day. On average, Americans eat 18 pounds of bacon every year. That cannot be true.
Oh, that's
18?
way low.
That's way low.
No way.
Absolutely.
No way. You think you eat more than 18 pounds of bacon a year?
Well, put it to you this way. I buy a pound of bacon every time I go to the store.
Which is once a week or twice a week?
No, about once a week.
Okay.
And then, on Sunday after church, we do our big breakfast.
Right.
And then all the extra bacon goes into a bag so I can do BLTs.
All week long.
Yeah, so that's 52. If you did 1 pound a week, that's 52 pounds.
Well, but you're only eating half of that. Isn't Jamie having some bacon?
Okay, so if you do 50 pounds and she eats half, that's 25.
Okay. Wow, that's a lot of bacon, Drew.
I bet you. Matt, help me out here. How much bacon do you eat?
I'm just trying to figure out how good your life insurance policy is.
It's wonderful.
That seems
All
like
right,
a lot
there
of
we
bacon
go.
to
And
me.
by the way, a lot of people are waiting for me to drop. So, I'm worth dead more dead than I am alive.
Right,
so.
right. How much
Yeah,
bacon do
I
you
don't-
think you eat?
I don't really buy it.
Yeah, I
and
don't
really
either.
cook it at the house.
Yeah.
I don't cook much.
Scott will buy it, but not every week. Maybe 4 times a year. Scott's in the lobby. He's coming up next. Give me a
I'm
thumbs
going to have
up.
to talk to him.
Yeah, we'll have to ask him how many
I'm gonna
pounds
have
of
to
bacon.
talk to him.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we know it's not good for us, so it's a special
How
thing.
can it not be good? It should be its own food group.
It should.
Because most of the fat found in bacon is monounsaturated, and too much of that'll kill you. Clogs the arteries.
But it's so delicious.
It is delicious. It is. 70% of bacon is eaten at breakfast. The U.S. consumes more bacon than any other country on the planet. No surprise there.
Yeah.
Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin ate bacon on the moon. I bet it tastes
Nice.
better on the moon.
Bet you it was out of this world.
Ah!
Along with the tang.
But-
There's a United Church of Bacon in Las Vegas where the only commandment is praise bacon. You can even get married there.
Done. I'm joining
Yeah,
it.
there you go.
After
there
the
you
show.
go. The United Church of Bacon.
I wanna
It's
become a-
also, you want to what?
I'm going to become a deacon.
A deacon of the Bacon Church.
Deacon of the Bacon Church.
I love it. I love it. It's also National Chocolate Pecan Pie Day. Chocolate pecan pie.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I mean, you
Yeah.
know. Okay, whatever. There's some stories I want to share with you guys. Oh, you were just talking about that some other news source, which we will not
Yes.
name, said it's National Lemonade Day.
Right.
Right. Well, I have a story about the newest trendy side hustle that you probably had as a kid is now one that adults are getting into, and that is the lemonade stand to make some extra cash. Another side job for you, Maddie.
I need another.
You need another.
I need more
Yeah,
distractions.
Yeah. The Washington Post noticed 20 to 30-year-olds doing them at farmers markets, at the DMV, and even outside concerts. They're making anywhere from $500 to $10,000 per event.
That's a lot
You
of
know
lemonade.
what? You should sell spiked lemonade. Now we're talking.
Yep. Drew's
Yeah.
hard lemonade.
That ain't gonna work.
No, but yeah, so that's kind of interesting. Just another idea. Where would you set up your lemonade stand with spiked lemonade? Where would be the best place? Courthouse Plaza,
Well,
maybe?
what time of day is it?
Yeah. Does it matter?
Well, yeah, because I mean, I might want to set up in front of the hospital
Yeah.
for certain days and times,
Okay.
and then at night, of course, it's out in front of probably Matt's.
Matt's.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They need a lemonade to go. You know?
Right. There you go. So this is so ridiculous, I can't even make a losing your head joke about it, okay? A Georgia man was diagnosed at a local hospital with a brain bleed. Doctors removed almost 28 square inches of his skull. That seems like a lot.
It seems like the whole thing.
That can't be right, CBS Connect.
That's a,
28 square inches of his skull. Anyhow, that's what it says here. To reduce the pressure. When he came back 2 months later to have it reinstalled.
he was just out running around with his brain exposed. Are you kidding
I'm
me?
sure they put
They put saran wrap on it.
I mean,
And
like,
is reinstalled the correct word? Reinstalled. You get your skull reinstalled, maybe? I don't know. Can you think of a better word?
I hope he was wearing a hat.
Reattached. Installed, uninstalled?
I don't know. Anyway,
I don't know.
the hospital lost it. They couldn't find the 28 square inches of skull that they had taken out of this guy's head just 2 months prior.
Well,
So they charged him $19,000 to put in a synthetic replacement. He's suing for emotional damages and medical bills, which came out to almost $150,000. Isn't that a ridiculous story? I mean, wouldn't you think they would put it in a safe place?
Put it in a baggie with the guy's name on it, throw it in the refrigerator. I don't know.
I know.
That just sounds too weird.
Yeah, that's a weird story. Weird story.
Where was that?
Georgia.
Georgia.
That explains a lot.
Yeah.
it wasn't Florida.
I don't know what that means, but
I
okay.
don't know.
Another terrifying issue for Boeing planes. This time, the FAA says the captain's seats on 787s might move on their own. Oh, joy. Back in March, a captain's chair on a Dreamliner jolted forward, knocking the controls and making the plane suddenly plunge. Everybody was okay, but it supposedly happened at least 4 other times. Airlines will now have to check the captain's seats before those planes can fly. Can you imagine?
I had an
Whoops.
I had an old pickup truck that did that.
Is
and
that
it was
right?
fine.
Yeah.
You just got to pay attention. If it moves, you're just like, yeah, let go.
You're the only one in the car, though, Matt. An
No,
airplane
I
is a
had
little
friends.
different.
Sometimes. Well, imaginary.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
Boy, driving sounds much better than flying lately.
I know, right? This next story is going to reaffirm your statement that you that you said. Talk about an offensive tackle. A former NFL player has been arrested and arraigned for allegedly peeing on a fellow passenger during a flight from Boston to Ireland.
Wow.
I don't want to know.
No, I know.
I don't want to know.
I can't tell you why. It's not in the story.
Oh.
It's not in the story why he peed on this
Why
passenger.
would they give you the story then?
Well, because it's the fact that this is a former NFL player. His name is Gazder Cheerless. Was arrested after the Delta flight turned back over the Atlantic and returned to Boston so they could take him into custody. Cheerless spent 9 seasons as an offensive lineman for the Colts, Buccaneers, and Lions. The former first-round pick is now facing serious charges and could be banned from flying altogether. And in a Monday court appearance, he pled not guilty and was released after posting bail. There's a story you're not going to hear anywhere else. Just here on Leza Live. You're welcome.
I mean, I got jokes on that, but I'm going to leave them alone. They
Well,
will
yeah.
probably
I was
cross
thinking
the
the same
line.
thing.
I mean,
Matt.
they
Yeah.
need to give us more information. Was there a fight? Was
Yeah.
it a man? Was it a woman? I mean, there's so many questions unanswered, and maybe there'll be more in tomorrow's CBS Connect. We can only hope.
Yeah, we're going to have to Google it.
We'll have to Google it. Yeah, why don't you Google that, somebody?
Yeah, Drew.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't do it right now because I'm running a radio show. So, or I would do it. What else do I have for you? When is a hat worth $630,000?
When your 28 inches of your skull is removed.
Nice recall there.
Yeah.
You're
that
welcome.
was good. That was like professional. How about when it was worn by the Indiana Jones? The felt fedora Harrison Ford used in Temple of Doom sold at auction for more than the price of a typical American house plus a couple of cars. They were expecting to get about $250,000 for it, but never underestimate the craziness of rich movie fans like Matt Hinshaw.
Yeah, you mispronounced poor,
Yeah.
but that's fine. But it wasn't even like Last Crusade
Should be the
or
first
Raiders.
one.
Right, it's Temple of Doom.
Right.
I mean, that's no.
How many fedoras are there?
Well, that's a good question.
Thank you.
Yeah.
There's probably at least, I would say at least half a dozen per film.
Right.
I would think.
Yeah, you would think.
I would think, maybe his hat was worth money, but I would say his whip. The whip made
Oh,
the
I'm
movie.
sure the whip went for more. I don't
Oh,
have that
yeah.
information
Yeah,
for
but
you.
that I'm thinking of things that you would sell out of that movie. I would think that the whip would be something.
Right. Yeah, for sure. Okay, so if you can hold your breath for a really long time and you're not afraid of unexploded bombs, the Swiss government has a job for you.
Depends how it pays.
Right. I guess for decades, the Swiss military has been dumping old bombs at the bottom of alpine lakes in tourist hotspots. That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, let's go swimming.
They thought it was safe, but boy, were they wrong. The government has put up $45,000 in prize money for the best idea that'll get them out safely. Just kidding about diving in yourself. There are about 8,000 tons of bombs sitting deep in those lakes. Are people allowed to swim in those lakes? Because, we're not allowed to swim in ours.
Sounds like an explosive vacation.
Whoa. Matt is on a roll this morning.
The dad jokes are on fire
They
today.
are on fire. Yes.
Did you get a whole box of popsicles and got new sticks?
Yes, I did.
I love it. All right, we need to move on. We have Scott Dandos, the one and
Scott
only
Dandos.
Scott
Yeah.
Dandos, and Josh Crothers from 100 Men Who Care coming in to talk about their big event tomorrow night. So stick around for that interview. Our number to call in if you have questions, 928-541-1016. We'd be happy to answer them coming up on Leza Live. Right now, let's chat about why having a local dental care provider is a game changer. When you choose a dentist in your community, you're not just getting quality care, you're investing in relationships and peace of mind. That's probably the most important. That's why Pro Solutions Dental Group is your perfect match for local dental care. Conveniently located, and they are committed to your comfort. They're here to support you on your oral health journey. Whatever you need, routine checkup or specialized treatment, they've got the expertise you can rely on. Say goodbye to dental stress and hello to a healthier, happier smile with Pro Solutions Dental Group. Give them a call today and discover the benefits of having a local dental care provider you can count on. 928-776-1208 or reach them online at PrescottDentist.com. We'll be right back. And we are back. Thanks for hanging out with us this morning. It's Leza Live on the news, 103.5 FM, KYCA, the Scott Dandos, and what is it? Josh Crothers in studio.
Good morning.
Good
From
morning, Leza.
100 Men Who Care. How are you guys?
We're great.
Wonderful. Doing great today.
Good. Fantastic. Well, before we get to talking about the event, I have a question for you all. Tell me, do you wash your feet in the shower?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You bend over and you get between those toes.
Sometimes I don't bend over. I just lift the foot up.
The
Yeah.
foot up.
Right.
Okay.
I'm a foot up.
But you get
Foot
that
up.
soap in hand and you wash those feet.
Yes, is this a
Between the
trick
toes,
question?
the
No,
heel,
no.
the ankle,
Where are we
Yeah,
going with
the
yes.
top, the bottom.
I believe that about you.
Absolutely.
I do. Matt, chime, please.
Yeah, so I have, the fiberglass drop-in because I live in a cheap house.
Yeah.
So it has the tub, so I put my foot up on the tub and get in
And
between
get in
everything.
there.
And I just,
Yeah.
the fungus and the
Right.
everything, just get it out.
Get it out. What
Yeah.
about you, Drew? Need to know. Yeah. Okay. Well, this is interesting. Somebody's lying because a new poll just released said that 37% of people say they do not wash their feet in the shower. They say they just let the water run over them.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay. Well, here. Okay. This poll says 60% of people said yes, they make a point to actually wash their feet. 37 said no, they just let the water run over them. But does that really clean the feet? No, not necessarily, right? I
That
mean,
just rinses the feet.
it rinses the feet
Still
with
have the-
soapy, dirty water from
Yes.
the uppers.
Yes.
Okay.
For instance, last night
Well,
I was spraying Roundup on the weeds in my
Oh, right.
flip-flops,
Yes.
thinking this is bad because I'm ingesting all this through my passages
Right.
and my feet.
Right.
Went into
good
the
word.
shower real
Passages.
quick
Good word,
and
yeah.
Yeah.
did a real big scrub up.
Yeah. You
Washcloth
scrub. Yeah.
included.
Scott Dandos has very nice feet, by the way, if anybody cares.
That's a different. That's a different show.
Okay.
Yeah, I
all
was going to
right.
say, that's
All right.
Matt, we're
Leza
outta here.
Live after hours, all right?
All right. Anyhow, I just thought that was interesting that 37% of people don't because everybody here, 100% of people on Leza Live this morning do.
It's an elite group.
Yeah, it really
Absolutely.
is. It really is. Okay, so we're here this morning to talk about a big event tomorrow night where we're going to impact and support the community. 100 Men Who Cares joining in with Prescott area Women Who Care for a big event at the Prescott Resort. And everybody listening this morning is invited.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Yep, everybody is included on this one. And why don't you guys take it from there? Tell everybody why we get together and what we're doing tomorrow night.
So tomorrow night, Josh set us up with.
Yeah.
Tell about where.
Well,
and when
let's
and how.
let's say we really want to thank for our joint event this year because only one time a year do we meet with the women who care and the men who care. We do one event per year
Right?
together.
Okay.
And so this year we were sitting there going, where are we going to, it's a big group and
yeah.
lots of people. And,
Right.
who could we talk to that would be a host? Because part of the journey for our Men Who Care events and Women Who Care events is where do we have the event at? Because we're 100%, we don't take any money, we don't take any fees.
Right.
So where could we hold the event? And how would we feed this many people?
Oh,
Because,
right.
there's food and nibblers and that
course.
kind of thing.
Yes.
And I thought of a good friend of mine from my mountain bike community, Jim Monahan. And he is the general manager, pardon me, Jim, I probably got this wrong, but
Yeah.
of the Prescott Resort and Conference Center.
Okay.
And so we're sitting there meeting. I said, I could ask my friend Jim, maybe they,
Yeah.
he's newer to the position and reached out to Jim and he was like, hey, you know what? I'll check it out. And by the end of our board meeting that day, remember that one, Scott?
Yes.
I'm sitting here with a text, and we've got the women's board and the men's board. They're like, no way.
Right.
We're never going to pull this off.
Right.
And Jim texted back. He's like, we're a go.
Oh, my gosh. Can you believe it?
Oh, my gosh. And
The generosity.
Such a nice venue.
so
Yes,
they are
such a nice
hosting,
venue.
they're going to put directional signage up in the porte cochere when you pull in. So you'll know where to walk. They'll bring you in. We're out on the Eagles.
Oh, yes.
Something or other. Big view of the patio. We can go outside. We're going to have an outside bar and food. We'll have an inside bar and food.
Beautiful.
Oh, it's going to be
Yeah,
fantastic.
what a great event. And the whole idea is that everybody who attends brings $100 at least. I mean, you can bring
Oh, we-
$100 million.
we have
We
a
don't
lot-
care.
welcome plus
right,
givers.
right,
Yep, we
right.
had a lot of plus givers.
Yes,
they
I'm
feel-
sure.
Yep.
I'm sure, but everybody needs to bring at least $100. You donate it that night, and then that night, all the money collected goes to area charities. So
Absolutely.
that is the whole idea, making a difference in the lives of our community members in one night. And
Instant
everybody,
impact.
yes, everybody is welcome to do so. So tell us about the charities that will be, they basically come and they do a little talk about what their charity does for the community. And then at the end of the night, everybody gets to vote where their money goes, correct?
Correct. Each 501c3, each charity has a 10-minute presentation, 8-minute presentation with a 2-minute question and answer.
Okay.
They speak their heart out where the money would be used, how it could be used, tell us a little bit about their program. And once all three have given their spiel, all of the attendees vote on which one was touched, which
Right.
one touched their heart.
Sure.
Touch their
And
heart
you-
the most. Yeah,
Right.
definitely.
And you literally circle which one
That
you feel,
easy.
and we go back, we do a little count,
Yeah.
and we announce the one who received the most votes. Typically gets 80% of the purse,
Okay.
and then the other two share 10 and 10. 10%.
How wonderful.
That way nobody goes empty-handed.
That's right.
Empty-handed. Everybody's appreciated, and want to see the money be divvied up right away.
Right. We have to take a quick break. When we come back, I want to know who the charities will be at the event tomorrow night. So stick around for that coming up here on Leza Live. All right. The $2,000 jewelry makeover is still going on. If you haven't gotten your entry in yet, go to artfuleyejewelers.com. Tell them what you have. Tell them what you'd like. You can upload pictures. They're going to announce the big winner coming up on August 31st. Also, I want to let you know that the day before that, August 30th, it's a Friday, they're having a 60-minute, 60% off sale. Going to be so much fun. Select merchandise is going to be marked down 60%. They have hundreds of pieces of jewelry that will be 60% off for 1 hour only. You can get your Christmas shopping done early, Scott Dandos. You can pick out something for yourself as well while you're there. Take advantage of these incredible deals. Again, put that on your calendar, August 30th. Which is a Friday. And their next jewelry cleaning spa day is Friday, September 6th. Another date you want to put on your calendar. Between 10 and 5, stop in, get your jewelry cleaned and inspected for free. And also, you can check out all the great deals at the Artful Eye Jewelers. Again, sign up for their jewelry makeover contest. $2,000 is going to go to somebody special. Sign up at artfuleyejewelers.com. And we'll be right back. And we are back. It's Leza Live on the News, 103.5 FM, KYCA, chatting with Scott Dandos and Josh Crothers from 100 Men Who Care, having their big event with the Prescott Area Women Who Care tomorrow night at the Prescott Resort and Conference Center. And and everybody's invited, by the way. I want to make that clear because it's not, when you say 100 Men Who Care, it's not just 100 men. It is all the men in Prescott who care bring $100. That's the whole idea.
And all the women.
And all the women.
This is our joint event.
Exactly. It's the joint event once a year. And during this impactful evening, everybody's going to hear from 3 distinguished nonprofits that play a critical role in providing emergency aid to the community. So why don't you guys tell us who the 3 nonprofits will be at tomorrow night's event?
First one is St. Vincent de Paul.
Okay.
Desperately needs some money and some funding to help the supporting community.
Right.
Catholic Charities.
Does a lot.
Does a lot.
Catholic Charities does a lot for our community.
Absolutely.
And
the
so
Salvation
does
Army.
The Salvation Army, yes. So 3 very deserving nonprofits that do so much for providing emergency aid. I
And
mean,
that's the key.
Yeah, that is the key. These 3 charities are there for people when they need them the most.
Absolutely.
Okay, and so do we have a goal for how much money we're going to raise tomorrow night at this event? You
Well,
gotta
as of right now, or yesterday, we had 191 people RSVP.
Okay.
I won't break that down with men and women, but we had 191. We're going to have over 200, 200 attendees. After the show, let's hope for 250 to 275.
Right.
We'd love to punch about $50,000 into the community.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
That'd be awesome.
That'd be amazing.
great.
Absolutely.
Wonderful.
It's so fun and exciting to show up to an event, and it's almost selfish because you're getting so much joy out of this by just giving so little. To individually, we can only give so much, but as a whole, we're so powerful and impactful.
Exactly.
Yes.
And that's the whole idea. That's
Yes.
why you guys started these 2 nonprofits to help out our community. And you've done an amazing job so far. I read that collectively, the 2 entities, 100 Men Who Care and Prescott Area Women Who Care, have raised $500,000
Big
$500,000
number.
plus.
for charities in our area.
And that's only in about 4 to 5 years.
Right.
And COVID took a heck of a hit,
Yes.
as far as group meetings
Sure.
and stuff. So we had to slow down then, but we've ramped back up, fully attending. A lot of plus givers, too. That's,
Yes.
behind the scenes, donating a little more, bringing up the
Exactly.
number. Because every charity in Yavapai County's
Deserving.
In
and
need.
needing.
Yes.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
in need. Yes, absolutely. Now, if people can't make the event, they can drop off their $100 plus donation. And Scott, tell us where.
Actually, yesterday I had a friend walk in and say, I can't make the event, but I want to help and I want to give. So they dropped off their $100 check that was not written out to anybody. Leave that blank because it'll go to the
charity.
charity.
Charity,
Right.
But
yeah.
you can drop it off at Prescott Glass and Mirror over at 208 East Sheldon Street, or at Fain Signature Group out in Prescott Valley. Or if you find any of the founding members, you see Josh, you can
meeting a buddy of mine later who can't come. He's got
Yeah.
an early flight on Thursday. He's like, I can't make it, but
Right.
I'm bringing you my hundo.
Right.
So I'm like,
People
great.
have dropped off money here, and
Yes.
it has
It'll
come
find
to me,
us.
and I
Yeah.
give it to Scott.
It'll
So-
find
Matt,
us.
Matt
Yes.
couldn't attend. He
Right.
gave me $100 in cash and said, "Here, I can't make the event, but
Exactly.
you've touched my heart, and here's some money." So
Right,
yeah,
right.
we greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, so it's really simple to do, and if you can make the event, we really want you to be there because it's a really fun time. Doors open at what time?
5 o'clock.
Okay, and the event starts at 6.
Correct.
But there's going to be food and beverages, and
Oh,
it's a
man.
social gathering as well. People coming together to do good for the community. So we're going to take another quick break, and when we come back, I want to hear what's on the menu.
Yum, yum.
Yums.
Okay, that is coming up here on Leza Live. So, ladies, listen up. If you're experiencing symptoms of hormonal imbalance, not quite feeling like yourself, and need a little help, well, the go-to is Prescott Women's Clinic. They can help with their bioidentical hormone replacement therapy. Their personalized approach makes a huge difference. 2 convenient locations, one in Prescott off Willow Creek Road, one in Prescott Valley on Florentine Road. Getting this life-changing care is super easy, but you gotta take that first step. Make the phone call. Make the appointment. 928-778-4300 is the number. You can learn more, and you can make your appointment very conveniently online at PrescottWomen'sClinic.com. And we are back. Thanks for hanging out with us this morning. It's Leza Live on the News, 103.5 FM, KYCA, talking about 100 Men Who Care and Prescott Area Women Who Care joining forces to support emergency aid in Yavapai County tomorrow night. You can be a part of this impactful evening. Just show up, bring $100 or more to donate to one of 3 distinguished nonprofits that play a critical role in providing emergency aid to the community. The Society of St. Vincent de Paul, the Salvation Army, and Catholic Charities will all be in attendance up at the Prescott Resort and Conference Center.
That's right.
Where you're going to have an engaging evening filled with networking, socializing, donating, and imbibing.
Imbibement. Yes, there's always that.
Right. There's
always
going to
that.
be hors d'oeuvres, a cash bar, and you're going to tell us a little bit about the menu.
Yes, so the Prescott Resort and Conference Center has a new menu that they've unveiled in their restaurant, and they wanted to, as part of their sponsorship, bring out some of the new menu ideas. So we've got a charcuterie cheese board, we've got colossal shrimp, we've got a caprese mozzarella salad, we've got wagyu beef smash burger sliders.
Oh, man.
We've got grilled chicken caprese, like little sandwiches, a warm, soft Bavarian pretzel bread, and rigatoni pasta, along with double fudge chocolate brownies.
I mean,
Yum,
Say no
yum, in
more.
the
you had
tum-tum.
me at jumbo shrimp.
Yeah, right?
That's $20 a plate. There's $100. Bring it. You've got some good food.
Yeah,
Right,
and
right.
it's important to note, too, that they are donating the use of their facility, their staff,
And their food.
and all the food.
Wow, that is amazing. Hats off, Prescott Resort and
Big
Conference
time.
Center.
Big
That-
time.
That's great. I mean,
Thank you.
where else would you hold such a huge event? This is wonderful
It's a
that
big
they've
one.
stepped up. Yes.
Big time.
Very cool. So you come on out and you get yourself a little, cocktail from the cash bar.
Yeah,
And
5 to 6.
the earlier you get there, the better chances you're going to get a little taste of everything.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll
Yes.
have big buffet set out against one of the walls, and everything's there. They've got tablecloths, they've got the
Right.
plates. I mean, I guess you need all that stuff.
You need
but
it. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. They might even have silverware. I've been to these
for
events.
those fancy folk. Yeah,
Well, it's going to be a really great night and making such a difference in our community. I said earlier that these 2 nonprofits, 100 Men Who Care and Prescott Area Women Who Care, have raised over $500,000 for nonprofits in our area. And you mentioned, Josh, that every nonprofit is deserving and
Deserving.
in need. I mean, especially these that provide emergency aid in Yavapai County. When you're down on your luck and you need help, these are the 3 that are going to be there.
emergency, and
Yes.
that's the reason they were selected. It's not so much the Salvation Army in particular, but
Right.
the fact that they do provide the emergency aid.
Exactly.
And subsequently for the others as well. But and a lot of these charities in Yavapai County are very small budget, and so the night where we bring in $10,000 or $20,000, that could be 10, 15, 20, 30% of their entire annual
Exactly.
budget.
Yes.
And it's unexpected for them.
Right.
So that's what's really pretty awesome.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful thing that y'all are doing, and like we said earlier, everybody is invited. That's the really cool thing. If you feel a part of this community and you're not really doing any charitable work or not really volunteering, here's a way that you can get involved.
Easy.
Easy.
It's not
Open
a huge
invitation.
time commitment, and it's not a huge, financial commitment. You come, you bring $100, and you get in the
And
door.
it turns into 10,000 or 20,000.
exactly
That's-
within a night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish my portfolio would do
Yeah,
that.
I know mine too.
Gotta
Absolutely.
work on that.
Absolutely. I remember one of the events that you all had for our friend and neighbor, Brad Newman. And so many people came out for that night. We had a live auction. I was the auctioneer, and people were throwing money, just throwing money at these items that we were auctioning off. I mean, in $1,000 increments.
Yeah,
It was
big.
so touching how
It was
people
endearing.
came together to help out Brad Newman. And like you had mentioned earlier, every cent raised goes straight to the charities.
100%.
Every cent raised that night went to Brad Newman to help him get into his place up here in Prescott, bring him home,
Bring back
basically.
Brad back.
Yes, so that's the plan for tomorrow night as well. The generosity of this community is I was going to say overwhelming, but it's not overwhelming. It is, like you said, endearing. It's just amazing how people step up in this community to help each other's out.
They really do.
Yes,
They
yes.
really do.
And here's an opportunity for everybody to do that tomorrow night. Now, is there a cap on people? I mean,
No.
Not at all.
So just
We hope we run
Absolutely.
out of food.
Wouldn't that
we
be
really
great?
do. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we have run out of food before, so get there early. registration starts. Usually there's a little bit of a line. All we have to do is bring up $100 cash or a blank check for $100 or more.
Right. We don't take credit cards, right?
Nope.
No credit
Okay.
cards.
Okay.
And we don't ask for names. We just get an attendee list of how many people showed up,
Right.
and everybody's welcome.
Yes.
Bring a date. And we've had attendees show up that bring their 9 or 10-year-old son. My son robbed his piggy bank. Doesn't have $100,
Yeah.
but he brought his $40.
Right.
Just if you have a youngster
come.
that wants to
Yeah.
give and they can afford $10 or $20, bring them. It's just it instills in these children how to give to your community and give back.
Exactly. Absolutely. So, what are some of the other charities that you guys have that have benefited from these events in the past?
The last one was really
Yeah.
pretty cool because Chief Amy Bonney came, and it was for Shop with a Cop. And so if I remember right, I probably got this wrong, but their annual budget, Scott, helped me, was like they hope to raise $100,000 for everything for the whole year for all their shopping, right?
Correct.
And so we raised
About $27,000.
26,000.
Wow.
So we increased their annual budget for this coming year and years further by 20-30%.
Right. That's amazing.
one night.
In one night.
One
Boom.
night.
Very cool. That's a great program. Shop with a
Oh,
Cop.
and they're only limited by the number of officers who can come, on their day off
Right.
and help all these kids. I
Right.
think they average like 300 some odd children
Isn't that amazing?
each time.
You see
Yes.
the procession of the emergency vehicles going
That's pretty cool.
out Highway 69 to Walmart. Yeah, everybody's wondering what happened. And
Something's happening.
Something
Yeah.
good is
Santa
happening.
comes in on the helicopter.
Yes, yes.
Yep. Thank you to Aspire Sports for sponsoring that night. That
Wonderful.
was great. They
Yes.
did everything.
You know,
Great turnout.
let's speak about that. The sponsors. If somebody's listening,
It's hard to find.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and if there's a business out there that would like to get on
We
board
would
and,
love to
and
talk to
help
them.
this mission,
Sure.
how would they get a hold of you to become part of 100 Men Who Care?
Reach out to any of our board members. Scott, what's the best way? Through our website?
Probably our website, or you can reach out to Grant over at Founding Fathers, or Jace over at Founding Fathers. You can get a hold of Josh Carruthers. You can get a hold of myself. You can get a hold of you, Leza. You can get a hold of Eric, Arizona Logo. Who else? Who am I missing?
Ron Fain.
Ron
Judd
Fain.
Simmons.
Judd
Yep,
Simmons.
all our board
Simmons.
members,
Yeah.
sure. And
Kelly
then
Assessment.
it'll end up being myself. I kind of help with the food and beverage side.
Right.
So I'd be your liaison for the actual event, and it's so easy.
Yeah.
It's so easy.
Right. So just
Yeah.
get a hold of one of the members and say, hey, I want to be part of this. I've got this great venue. I've got a
Venue.
restaurant.
Yeah.
I have like Aspire Sports. I mean, any business could help in
Skylar
some
from
way.
Vivoli did the Brad Newman event where
Right.
they brought in, from Roses and Prescott Valley.
Exactly.
And he fed all those people that night.
Yeah, it was
At
wonderful.
no charge to
It's such a
anybody.
great.
Yeah,
it's a
big
really
time.
good feel good event, and who couldn't use a little feel good in these trying times right now?
That's right.
It's a really easy way to come on out and be part of something bigger than yourself. We're talking about the 100 Men Who Care and Prescott Area Women Who Care Impact and Community Support Night tomorrow night at the Prescott Resort and Conference Center. More with Josh and Scott coming up here on Leza Live. Stay with us. And we are back for our last segment on Leza Live on the News 103.5 FM KYCA. We're talking about how you can make a difference tomorrow night with a $100 donation. Don't miss this opportunity to support local charities and be part of a community-centric evening. Your presence and contribution can create substantial change for those in need at the Prescott Resort and Conference Center. The doors open at 5. Main event starts at 6 o'clock. There's going to be delicious food and beverages. And if people would like to go and register ahead of time, which 193 people have already done, which is amazing.
Yes.
Yes. How do they do that, Scott Dandos?
Go to our website. It's 100 Men Who Care YC.com.
Okay. And you can just let people know that you're going to be there in attendance. Gives the conference center an idea of how many people to prepare for. But a lot of people just end up showing up, which
A lot
is
of people do.
A-okay as well.
Just fine.
Yeah, just fine. Just bring
Walk
your $100.
in the door. I was going to say, just bring your hundo.
That's
Yep.
right. That's
Yeah.
right. That's all we're asking for.
All goes to charity.
Exactly. 3 charities will be present to basically do a little presentation about how their nonprofit makes a critical impact in our community, especially in the emergency aid area for tomorrow night. And we have the St. Vincent de Paul will be there, Catholic Charities, and the Salvation Army will all be speaking about what they do for our community.
And it's a fun night because you come in, it's around 5 o'clock. It doesn't take up a lot of your time because you go over, you see some friends or meet some new ones, maybe go over to the bar, get us something to drink, mingle, eat a little food. We start promptly at 6. We bring the speakers through, like Scott said, 8 minutes at a time. Boom, 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 1, 2, 3.
Right.
They each get time to answer any questions. And one of the key things, any of you presenters that are out there, is the presentation is big.
Yes.
Like how you present and what you talk about. Talk about how this money will help what you do for emergency aid, because the more engaging the presentation, the more votes you'll get.
Exactly.
So once they're done, Scott and I usually carry around all the little buckets.
Right.
We collect all the ballots. It's a feverish counting because we have to do this in like 9 minutes.
Yeah.
Scott's already got the money all counted out, so we know. We count all the ballots. We come back in, and is it Ron or Judd or Scott or...
Or Grant.
It's not me. I know that. It's not me.
One of us will announce,
Yeah. Who gets
we don't
the
necessarily
big portion?
say the winner, but
Right.
the one with the majority of the votes, the
Right.
one that was touched the most was so-and-so, and we divvy up the money and take some pictures, and
Right.
it's prompt. It finishes around 7:30.
And it's over.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Which is
then
great. And
you
you
go
guys, you're
home.
home by 7.
Yeah,
It
you
doesn't
had
drag
to,
on.
You had dinner. Yeah.
Yeah,
Got
something
to
to eat.
socialize, and
See some
you
friends.
did something good.
Yeah.
You did something good. Tell me, with the nonprofits, do you reach out to them? Do you pick them, or do they reach out to you?
Little bit of both.
Okay.
Little bit of both. We usually decide what we want to do and how we want to help. So
Right.
it might be animals for vets, or it might be
Around Christmas time, women and children touch
Or
our hearts
kids.
around Christmas time, and families about
Yes.
gifts and giving, and
Right.
and
right.
being able to present family with meals and or gifts. So
Right.
yeah, it depends on the
One
season.
event I went to, you did all the school districts.
we
Yes.
did schools.
You know, I
yeah.
mean-
all worthy, all needy. One year we did emergency food. There's a word for that, but basically where we helped the local food kitchens and
The
pantries.
food banks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Right
Yeah.
around Thanksgiving.
So
that
if
one
there's
was.
a
yeah.
nonprofit that's listening and would like to be
Please
part of
reach
this,
out.
reach out.
Absolutely.
Again, the website is 100menwhocareyc.com. You can get information on the organization, the mission, also how you can get involved and how your nonprofit can benefit from these
and they're
wonderful
all
nights.
local Yavapai County
Right.
based. It's not a big, huge nationwide by any means. I mean, granted, the Salvation Army, but
Right.
for
but
the
it's our
local,
local
exactly,
Salvation Army. Yeah.
exactly.
The money stays
It's
right
here in Yavapai County.
It's a
for
great way.
those who need.
Yeah, to make an impact with $100 each.
100 turns
Yeah.
into 10,000.
Right.
And
Isn't that great?
if you have a
20,000.
Facebook page, you can go to 100 Men Who Care YC, Yavapai County, and we have a great little Facebook page. You can see some pictures of some of the events we've had. Might inspire you to put on a decent shirt and a pair of pants and get up there and bring $100 out from under your pillow and
Right.
come have some fun.
Yes,
Come have some fun.
absolutely. All right. Again, it's tomorrow night. Doors open at 5. Prescott Resort and Conference Center. Main event 6 o'clock. We'll have you home by 7:30. You're going to make a difference, and
Absolutely.
every single person listening this morning is invited to come. I'm going to be there.
We challenge you to show
Scott
up.
will be there. Josh will be there. Matt, are you going to make it this time? Are you going to be able to come on out? I'm going to do my best. He's going to do his best.
Right
Drew
on.
is going
There
to
we go.
do his best as well, and come on out and have a good time and do some good.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Because it feels good to give.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feels good to give.
Thanks, you guys, for coming in. I appreciate
you.
Thanks for
that.
having us.
You're
Come on out tomorrow
welcome.
night.
I'll be
Yeah.
there tomorrow
know.
night. I'll get there early so I can help Scott Dandos at
There
the
you
You help Pat
registration
and I check
desk.
people in.
Yeah,
That'll
perfect.
be helpful.
You mean make sure the food's good?
Well, I'm going to do that too.
Free
Have
food
you
for
met
you
me?
where the
Wednesday.
beer's
Yeah.
cold.
All right, fantastic. Thanks, you guys, for coming in. And thank you all for listening this morning. Stick around. Dan Bongino is up next, and we'll be back on the radio tomorrow. Have a great day.